should see some great ball movement with these two teams, Grant. Fantastic group of passers on each side.
They're just so unselfish. They play for one another. You can see how it keeps the whole team involved. And I'll tell you what, I just love watching teams that can pass like this.
A look at the starting group for the Pistons. Cunningham and Ivy work together as the backcourt. Then there's Miles Turner. Then there's Lou Dort. Now Cunningham. Pass to Turner. Back to Cunningham. Turner, a screen on Smith.
I love big guards, and Cunningham using the sides to perfection.
Detroit shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. That free throw good from Cunningham. Both free throws good. From Cunningham.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
Here's Gaines. Turner covers. Pass to Miller. And he converts the layup.
Nice way to start the game. That's where you'd like to get your shots from.
Ivy against Miller. Cunningham looking it over. Shot clock at 6. Turner, a screen on Smith. Cunningham passes to Turner. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham.
Gotta be encouraged watching Turner shoot with conviction, realizing his team trusts him to take these fast shots.
To the right side. Here's Gaines. Turner covers. The 3. Smith drops in the 3.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's Cunningham. The rebound by Ross. Brooklyn with the ball. Smith inside. Ivy defends. Smith no good. Ivy outside. There's the screen. On the take. There's Cunningham with a 3. That shot is off. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. At 6'9", Bam Adebayo is on the shorter side of centers. Yet he is elite defensively, Grant.
He's been top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year voting a bunch of times. Bam has an incredible motor, a great IQ, and he's a switchable big. That's huge in today's game.
To the wing on the left. And here's Turner from the arc. Hits a 3-pointer. Turner's got 6 points.
And when given the chance, Turner drains that shot. The defense has to know this and defend them better.
And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Here we go. Brooklyn goes. Team.
a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pass to Adebayo. Lets a floater go. And the layup is up and in.
And bouncing off defenders, Adebayo kept his eyes on the rim.
Cunningham against Smith. Kicks it out to Cunningham. Clock at 6.
And nice work there in the pick and roll. Cunningham demonstrating improvement in knowing how to break defenses down.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 4 of 5 so far. Looking sharp. Here's Miller. Ivy with the defensive effort. The Pistons have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Back to Cunningham. Ivy against Ross. Turner, a screen on Ross. Here's Ivy. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup.
And Ivy plays with such tenacity. When he sees a lane open up, he knifes his way inside.
Pass to Adebayo. Here's Gaines. Now here's Miller. Ivy defends. And Miller good for 3. Miller's got 5.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And here's Cunningham. He's putting up some terrific numbers. Over 28 a game. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Here's Gaines. Turner covers. Pass to Ross. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Defensive foul.
Well, we're coming right down to the last bit of the season, Grant. What's the messaging like from coaches right now?
Well, B.A., for teams that are in the mix, coaches are asking you to keep doing what you've been doing. But a lot of that extra motivation comes from your teammates and in the locker room.
Count that bucket.
Pretty clever move by Cunningham, calling for the play to get himself some space to work with.
Ivy against Miller. Outside Ross. The 3 is up. The rebound by Detroit. Cunningham with the ball. Pass to Turner. With the drive. Cunningham with the ball. Drains the triple. He's got 7.
And put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
And Jordy Fernandez calls timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
Together and make some noise for your Brooklyn Nets Kids Dance Team.
Brooklyn with the ball. Trailing by 2. Pass to Ross. Miller against Ivy. 6 on the shot clock. Ivy against Miller. The rebound by Turner. The Pistons have got 6 of 10 attempts to fall. Out to the right wing. Door to screen on Adebayo. Pass to Cunningham. Drives to the hoop. Add that to his line. Now 3 for 6.
And getting up close and personal, Cunningham knows he can get his shot to go inside.
Outside Ross. Back to Smith. Looking to end the run. And again, it's the Nets missing. The Pistons lead by 4. Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results.
Now here's Cunningham. 9 points in the game. And he's going for the oop here. Alley-oop up top, hammer it home.
And solid pass from Cunningham. He has a good understanding for when the defense has overcommitted.
Brooklyn has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Here's Ross. Rips it home off a terrific move.
Highlight beautiful move, and then the athleticism takes over. Woo!
Yep, he wasn't going to be denied there, showing all the skill. Now here's Cunningham. Outside for Dort, out to the right wing. And the three off target.
Yeah, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Smith against Cunningham. Here's Gaines. Oh, he picked him clean. And now the Pistons in transition. Dort for three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. Cunningham's got his fourth assist in this one.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Outside Ross. Cunningham against Smith. Fires the three. Gets the three ball to go. Smith's got 8.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
And JB Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
Let's hear it. Make some noise. The T-Hawk.
Marshall, he's checked in for Miller. Wagner's checked in for Detroit. Moore comes in for Dort. The Pistons lead by 4. Now here's Ivy. Big-time contributor on offense. Just over 22 points a game. Cunningham passes to Wagner. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Now here's Adebayo, guarded closely. The rebound by Detroit.
Grab that one. However, so far they're getting a little out-hustled on the boards.
Pass to Moore from the arc. Adebayo grabs the board.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Smith no good.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Now here's Cunningham. To the inside. Soft touch off the glass. He's got 6.
And what a read there from Cunningham, showing he has vision and timing with his passes.
Here's Marshall. He's watched by Cunningham. Pass to Smith. Back to Marshall. Three-pointer. And Ivy pulls it down. The Pistons on offense. They're on a 17-5 run. Cunningham passes to Ivy. Now Wagner.
Picking up that second foul early is tough. He'll have to be careful, and we'll see how much coach trusts him to not get that third.
Substitutions on the court.
Ivy against Smith. 6 to shoot. Here's Cunningham. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Bkn with a steal. On the wing, Ivy. Bkn with a screen. On the wing, Ivy. Covered by Smith. Kicks it out to Bkn. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
To the middle. Graham, that's good.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the free ball.
And the timeout called here by JB Bickerstaff. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
You have the camera all to yourself. What are you going to do? Oh, nice. Very, very nice. Oh, sit down. Substitutions on the court.
A minute 37 left in the first quarter of the game. Goes back up. He connects. And now he's 4 for 6 in today's game.
But he's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
And there's the lob.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up. "51 seconds left to play in the first. Another shot, and he sinks the layup. 10 points for him.
Activity on the glass. That's a possession that could have gotten away from him.
Morgan passes to Miller. Lets it go from deep. Can't get that one to go. He's just 2 of 5 now from the field. And we've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter here. Here's the second effort. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Detroit shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And good on the second, so he makes them both. There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter. Let's go with a 3. That one drops. 3 for 6 now.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
There will be some letdown at some point, but these teams, they are built to score, so...
And so it's Detroit, up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Pistons.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
Another thing they're doing well early on is passing the ball, spreading it around the floor and feeding guys who are well set up to score.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time.
Overall, though, they've taken good care of the ball. That's their first turnover.
Goes up off the inbound. The rebound by Detroit. They've got Brandon Miller, and it's Marshall in at the point guard. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Ivy outside. And he makes it on the layup. And the Pistons lead by 10.
Oh, so determined. Ivy just keeps coming at you.
And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for the Nets. The three is up. And the Nets, another three.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
The Pistons lead by 7. Here's Ivy. Over to the wing. Here's Ceballos. Rebounded by Marshall. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. Brooklyn shooting their second attempt at the line tonight. Richard, you played for great teams and rebuilding teams. How different is the atmosphere between those types of organizations?
The expectation to win from everyone, top to bottom, that's what stands out to me. Everyone takes their role seriously and professionally.
Turner, he's checked in for Wagner. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Detroit shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Nets trail by 8. Marshall passes to Miller. The baseline, Jay. And he nails the jumper. Miller's got 14 points.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Ivy outside, inside. And it's Turner, that time on the assist by Ivy. Give him 8 points now.
The agility of Turner is huge in these pick and rolls. He's hard to prevent from scoring in these situations.
Here's Miller. Nails it from beyond the arc.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Pass to Ceballos. Ivy against Miller. Turner, a screen on Miller. Over to the left wing. A good look from Turner. Gets some space and buries the jumper.
I love it. I mean, great ball movement by Ivy.
Marshall passes to Miller. They set the pick. Here's Morgan. Pass to Miller. Here's Marshall. No points so far. Clock is at 3. And they're on the run. Here's Ivy. The shot's good. And now it's a 9-point Detroit lead.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Here's Marshall. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Brooklyn shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. The first one falls. Rams checked in for Brooklyn. Both shots good from the strike. And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
Here's what on the show, your Brooklyn Nets.
about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. Miller against Ivy. Pass to Ceballos. Back to Ivy. Here's Ceballos. Still without a bucket. 5 to shoot. Pulls up. Right wing. Second chance shot. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Detroit shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game.
0 wasted trips. They're doing their job at the line.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Salon. Drills it from deep. Salon, he's got 5 now.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Ivy outside. Jacks up a 3. He can't hit that time. Great D that time from Miller. Nets trail by 5. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Brooklyn's got it going from deep. 3 for 3 so far in the quarter. Blows the alley-oop.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
Ivy. Hey, nice D from Ross.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Pass to Salon. Here's Marshall. Now Miller. He's got 17. Down low. Here's Gaines. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride. It makes it look easy.
The Pistons have gotten 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second.
Yeah, taking it right to the hole. No fear from Jaden Ivey in amongst the big boys.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he knocks down the first one. Adebayo's checked in for Brooklyn. Smith comes in for Marshall. And both free throws good for Ivy. And Jordi Fernandez calls timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Nets trail by 3. Outside Ross. To the paint. Pass to Adebayo. Shot clock at 6. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
The moment Bam gets the ball close in, he's really hard to stop.
Detroit has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. Dort outside. Cunningham on the wing. Covered by Smith. Turner, a screen on Smith. Here's Cunningham. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. No good on the free throw.
Yeah, can you say total? Package. Cunningham, the prototype guard these days.
Nets trail by 3. Miller outside. And here's Smith. Give him 8 points now. Over Cunningham. And there's another one for the Nets. For Detroit, they've gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. Ivy outside. Pass to Cunningham. Outside for Dort. Second shot opportunity. Brooklyn pulls it in. Ross with it, and it's Dort picking him up. Miller outside. Here's Smith. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Well, we got a close one here in Brooklyn. Miller against Ivy. Pass to Cunningham. 4-3. Brooklyn pulls it in. Gaines has got 4 rebounds now.
And even though he hasn't been himself, it hasn't affected his team too much. They've still got the lead.
Out to the wing. Here's Smith. Hey, shooting the ball well. He's 5 for 9 in the game.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
Ivy against Miller. Launches it. Adebayo grabs the board.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pass to Smith. Ross with it. Adebayo with it. Ivy defends. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Jaden Ivey.
Just an enforcer for this team. Adebayo is no stranger to physical play, whether he's receiving it or dishing it out.
Brooklyn making a switch here. Marshall's checked in. Wagner's checked in for the Pistons. Moore comes in for Dort. Ivy goes in. Fires at the elbow. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. He's got 14.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
And that one drops for him. Adebayo's got 8. Here's Cunningham. 11 points in the game. They set a pick. Brooklyn pulls it in.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Here's Gaines. Pass to Adebayo. Smith outside. Lets it go. And Cunningham pulls it down. Pistons trail by 3. Clock at 6. With the fadeaway. Book it again. 7 for 12 and going at the defense.
Why fade away there? Just making the shot more difficult, if you have to ask me.
Here's Smith. That's a miss. His 6th miss in 11 tries. And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
And I like how tough Cunningham is, welcoming the contact on the way to the hoop.
All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Brooklyn.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one.
Davis, he's checked in for the Pistons. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though. 14 points for him. Well, it's certainly been a roller coaster ride.
You do me one, I'll do you one better. It feels like we have a lead change every few possessions.
Now here's Cunningham. 13 points in the game. And again, no good by Detroit.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Wagner with a screen. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Wagner's got 5.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Here's Marshall. And Brooklyn again with a bucket.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
Cunningham with the ball. Wagner with a screen. Cunningham with the flush.
Such an energetic play from Cunningham, going right up for the slam.
1:02 left in the second. Smith outside. Back to Marshall. It's rebounded by Wagner.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
To the middle. Adebayo with a steal. Here's Smith. Good. And the assist goes to Adebayo. Adebayo's got 3 assists in the game. Pistons trail by 4. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Cade on the move. Pass to Moore. Pure from 3-point range. Moore's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Here's Marshall. Over Cunningham. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. And so it's Brandon Miller making highlights for Brooklyn. And that quarter was all about him, leading the comeback charge. Now they're up in this one. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
Good to have you with us. With the season in its latter portion, let's look at the Eastern Conference playoff race.
When I look at the Nets, the playoffs right around the corner. Tonight's going to be about fine-tuning and getting ready for the postseason.
Yeah, 1 game left to play. You want to stay as healthy as possible and go out with a win.
And taking a look now at the Brooklyn Nets. They're in a close contest.
I love the depth of this team, man. Their subs have been huge tonight, giving them a scoring punch that they needed most.
And credit their coach for a rather liberal substitution pattern. He mixed and matched beautifully in that first half. Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You got to like what we're seeing from Brandon Miller.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
And it's Detroit with the ball. And on the floor for Det V Bkn as we get into the second half. Cunningham and Ivy work together as the backcourt. Then there's Davis. Then there's Miles Turner. Now here's Cunningham. Pass to Turner for the lead. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. Turner's got 12.
Being productive, Turner is a constant offensive threat.
And here's Ross. Now here's Adebayo. Six on the shot clock. The shot off that time.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the board.
He drops it from range. And it's a 4-point Pistons lead.
He's been playing great, unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
Honestly, I don't know how he pulled that off.
Brooklyn shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. And that one misses. Detroit has gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. Cunningham up top. Shot is up. Rebounded by the Nets. Ross has got 4 rebounds now. Takes a step back. Here's Smith. Here's Miller. No good with the triple. The Pistons have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That free throw good from Davis. Both free throws good from Davis. Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. Now Smith. He's got 16. Inside. Here's Adebayo. Brooklyn, no good that time either.
And they have been cold coming out of the break. Only getting 1 of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Gotta pick it up.
Wow. Pretty much an unbelievable slam there, B.A.
And you got that right. And Brooklyn with possession here. 6-point game. Miller outside. Back to Smith. Pass to Miller. The floater. Ooh, he's now 7 for 12.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Can't cash it in from close range. And the Nets shooting around 59%. They've been outstanding on the offensive end. The Pistons lead by 4. Cunningham, left side. Davis. Denied by Adebayo.
Oh, gotta be cautious when Adebayo is in the area. Showing once again that he's a legitimate shot-blocking threat.
Now here's Cunningham. 15 points in the game. And it's Cade with the finish inside.
In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim.
Miller outside. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Here's Ross. Can't hit from in close. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Now here's Cunningham. 17 points in the game. Pass to Turner. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. And now it's a 9-point Detroit lead.
He's been meticulous on offense, and it's paid off with a flawless shooting percentage for him so far in this game.
Here's Adebayo. Second chance effort. It's deflected. And they're able to recover. Gains no good. The Pistons lead by 9. Outside Davis. Pass to Cunningham. Turner inside. He's against Smith. Just 5 on the clock. From the high post. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. Davis has got 7.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. He wants to review the game plan. Lou Dort, he's checked in for the Pistons. Here's Gaines, and Turner with the block.
A ferocious shot blocker, Turner provides a sense of security to the rest of his teammates.
And that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
Down low. Smith outside. 6 to shoot. To the inside. And finished off by Adebayo.
The aggressiveness of Adebayo. He plays with so much energy and force close to the bucket.
Cunningham against Smith. Turner inside. Pass to Cunningham. Outside for Dort. Launches a 3. Brooklyn with the board. Ross has got 5 rebounds in the game. And here's Smith. Ivy defends. And there's Smith. That one's good on the assist by Ross. Ross has got 3 assists now in this one. Cunningham, a screen on Miller. Ivy with the ball, guarded by Smith. That one's good for 2. Cunningham's got 19 points.
Yeah, what a massive showing from Cade Cunningham. It's been really a treat to watch.
Pass to Ross. Here's Miller. They get the rebound. Gaines. Oh, and Turner with a block.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Detroit.
All you have to do is look at one stat, and that is their block numbers. It tells you how tight their D has been. They've been going out of their way to smother the defense.
Yeah, one thing I think they should continue doing is attacking the break. Because right now, this defense has no answer for them when they do this.
A nice shot by Smith.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
Cunningham against Smith. Turner, a screen on Smith. Brooklyn pulls it in.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
Ross with it, and it's Ivy picking him up. Ross can't get it to go. Detroit leading by 9. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Smith finds Miller. Picked by Smith. Ooh, nice shot by Miller. Miller's got 4 points this quarter.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Now here's Cunningham. 19 points in the game. The shot won't fall.
Credit the defensive effort there, not giving him room to operate.
And that one's good. Salon, he's got 9.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Wagner's checked in for Turner. And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. And he's going for the lob. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Ooh, he's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
Here's Smith. Give him 20. Pass to Salon. Down low. Out of bounds. It'll be Pistons ball. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Oh, showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sent shockwaves into the opposition sails.
Here's Cunningham. Wagner with a screen on Smith. Kicks it out to Wagner. Back to Cunningham. Wagner with a screen. Cunningham drives in. Cunningham showing the D no mercy.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Ross against Ivy. Steps back. Pass to Salon. Here's Smith. Over Cunningham. Smith no good. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. No good on the free throw. Good on the second one. Nets trail by 13. Here's Marshall. 7 points in the game. He gets it in there. Marshall's got 9.
I like the intention, the focus, finding a way to make it work inside.
Dort, the pass to Cunningham. Cunningham, confident in his range.
1 this half, 2 for the game. Staying active from beyond the arc.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
A new day. The Spurs' Victor Wembanyama said a few years back it was more of a guards game, but now it's come back to a big men's game. We've got guys all around the league who do a lot of stuff despite being very tall. It's the way the game changes. You just have to adapt. Brian, the gauntlet has been thrown.
And I like it. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you. Now here's Ross. He's averaging more than 12 a game, a consistent threat on offense. Such a wide open look. 12 points for him.
Yeah, the keep it simple method. Good decision to use the bounce pass just to get it there.
They set the pick. Crops in the layup for 2. He's got 26.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
Smith against Ivy. Smith into the lane. Elbow shot. Good on the shot. Smith's got 6 in the quarter.
It's just one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
A minute 42 left in the third. And here's Ivy from the arc. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. And the Pistons lead by 14.
Yeah, well, Ivy is working towards being a consistent three-point scorer, and the results speak for themselves.
Here's Marshall. He's watched by Cunningham. Marshall with the bucket. The Pistons lead by 12. 1:07 left in the third quarter. Takes it inside, kicks it out to Cunningham. Offline with a 3.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's Smith. It's rebounded by Wagner. Wagner's got 4 rebounds now. Kicks it out to Cunningham. Brooklyn pulls it in. There's 37 seconds left in the third quarter here. From the high post. That one doesn't go. He's now 5 for 9 in this one. Detroit has gotten 12 of their points this quarter from deep. 4 of 6. "15 seconds left in the third. Here's Marshall. Brooklyn, no good that time either. Cunningham outside. Gets it off. And that's not going to go. And so it's Detroit going into the break up 12. They're getting quality looks, and that's why they're shooting at such a high clip. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Nets trail by 12. They've got Miller, and it's Morgan in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Here's Marshall. Clock at 6. Miller outside. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Wagner. Wagner's got 5 rebounds in the game.
He had it flowing from long range in the first half. Not sure what changed.
From behind the arc. Knocks down the triple. And the Pistons lead by 15.
Slow defensive rotation causing a breakdown along the perimeter.
And there's a pick. Here's Miller. And he gets it to go off the front iron. Miller's got 23 points.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
A few possessions into the fourth, just over a minute played. Here's Davis. And a jumper from the wing offline. The Nets shooting around 51%. That's a good number. Marshall passes to Miller. Stolen by Davis. Pass to Ceballos. Up top, Davis. Now here's Wagner. Rebounded by Marshall. Here's Morgan for 3. It's hauled in by Ceballos. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. There's a screen. Driving in. Inside. Outside Davis. Tries again. And again, no good by Detroit. Nets trail by 13. Pass to Salah. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
And he drops the first. Brooklyn making a switch here. Ross is checked in. And so he hits both. The Pistons lead by 11. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Kicks it out to Wagner. Shot clock at 6. Moore passes to Wagner. This one for 3. Brooklyn pulls it in. Here's Marshall. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
And he makes the first. And so he makes both from the line. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Pass to Davis. Here's the pick. Wagner inside. Here's Ceballos. And again, no good by Detroit. Nets trail by 9. Stolen. Back to Wagner. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. To the middle. Fades away. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. Wagner's got 4 points now in the quarter. The Nets have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Pass to Salah. And here's Ross. And here's Miller. Here's Salon. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Wagner with a screen. one. He's now 5 for 8. Here's Marshall. They're doing what they can do to mount a comeback.
And BA, they don't have to get it all back at once. Just focus on making every possession count.
Here's Morgan. Pass to Miller. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. Well, Richard, one thing we're seeing an emphasis on by the league, mental health.
I'm surprised it took people so long to understand how grueling of a mental task it is to try and be one of the 450 year in and year out.
There's a screen by Turner. Here's Ivy. And there it is for him. And the Pistons lead by 12.
And just active inside. Ivy's a guard who's more at home around the hoop, not the three-point line.
Beyond the arc. Marshall with the bucket. Marshall's got 12 points here in the second half.
This is his second three this half. He's getting even more bold at that arc.
To the paint.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized. Defense pays. The Nets have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. Here's Morgan. Miller on the wing. Here's the three. Knocks it down from distance. Miller's got 29 points.
You gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Brooklyn pulls it in. Salon, he's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Morgan. Miller outside. Here's Morgan. Here's Marshall. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 8 rebounds in the game.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass, really getting after it and being physical.
To the inside. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Here's Marshall. Pass to Miller. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew. That one's good by Moore.
Now, you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
Down low. Cuts off the pass. Miller, the pass to Ross. Poke loose. And the Pistons pushing it up now. Throws it up high. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Well, now they're demoralized, guys. A careless play to turn it over and then slow to get back on defense.
Nets trail by 13. Brooklyn pulls it in. Salon, he's got 6 rebounds in the game.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
Ivy outside, out left to the wing. No good on the triple.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Marshall with the bucket. Marshall's got 14 points here in the second half.
Just what they wanted from that possession. A quality look in tight.
And the timeout called here by JB Bickerstaff. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. So it's both teams making substitutions here. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey team, I was able to catch the message that JB Bickerstaff was giving to his team. He told his guys to stay after it, to not get complacent and lazy with this lead. He wants them to keep adding to it. We'll see if they're able to do it, guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Here's Cunningham. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Cunningham's got 26.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Now here's Adebayo. Smith finds Miller. Now here's Ross. Lets the three fly. He buries it from three.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
Stolen by Miller. And now the Nets on the break. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Now here's Cunningham. And Adebayo over to help. And here's Ivy from the arc. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Gaines. Miller outside. Fires from deep. Yes! And it's Adebayo picking up the assist. Now just a 5-point Detroit lead. Detroit has gone 2 of 6 so far in the 4th. Miller against Ivy. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
Inside. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Turner, a screen on Smith. Cunningham drives in. Ivy outside. Nice shot there, making him 8 for 13.
Yeah, an amazing find. How about the patience from Dort? Waits for his man to get open and feeds him.
Smith against Cunningham. Up top, Smith. Pass to Adebayo. Can't get that one to go. Now 4 for 10.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Cunningham up top. Cunningham on the wing. Now Ivy. Shot clock at 5. Dort outside. Here's Cunningham. And down it goes. 2 points. And now a 9-point Pistons lead.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Timeout called. Brooklyn. They're down by 9.
You get on the big screen if you shit that your mama gave you. Let's hear it for all our dancers, even the non-dancers.
There's 42 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Back to Smith. Here's Miller. Sinks the tray. Miller's got 37.
And his perimeter shooting might be the key to trimming their deficit.
Absolutely, and they have to continue to go to him.
So it's Detroit now. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's an 8-point ball game. And not much left to play for at this point.
Hey, you give it your all and let the chips fall where they may. Just wasn't their night.
And here are the Pistons. So it's Detroit picking up the win. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do. You have to try to take the crowd out of it.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. As we leave, we present our player of the game.